Moin Leute, Harry wieder am Start. Today I built this team and it was trash. When I built this team and it was trash. And when I built this team and it's also trash. So now we're gonna talk about why Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are gonna be full of stall. So, first of all, we go to Pikalytics, look at the most used Pokemon. Clefable, stall Pokemon. Scizor, not necessarily a stall Pokemon, but it's really bulky. Gliscor, really bulky. Garchomp, really bulky. Heatran, really bulky. Rotom, really bulky. Blissey, stall Pokemon. Tangrowth, in between. Slowbro, stall Pokemon. And then we got like the offensive Pokemon. So as you can see, BDSP full of stall. I'm so sick of all of these defensive Pokemon, bro. I'm so sick of this. Luckily, there's gonna be another generation coming where we can have a new generational gimmick which we can use to destroy these stall Pokemon. Right? Right? No. How could you think this? How could you no? How could you think this? Obviously not. Obviously, spoiler, we are gonna get Megaspec. No. 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 We are not going to get Megaspec. We are gonna get a completely different gimmick, which is trash. Even more trash than Dynamax. It is more balanced than Dynamax, but Stall is gonna and balance is gonna completely take over this generation. Here is why. Here's why. So what is the new gimmick? The new gimmick, from what I understood from the leaks, is basically you can have one Pokemon, and then you can give it a step boost on any type, right? So let's say I have a Metagross, right? Let's say I have a Metagross, and that means I have stab on Steel type move and Psychic type too. Psychic type moves, obviously, because I have Steel and Psychic as my typing, right? But then I can also all of a sudden have stab on Earthquake as well, right? So this gives me a 50% boost on my Earthquakes until I switch out. This is how my gimmick works. I can also give my Metagross a boost to Meteor Mash, right? So, why is this a bad thing? First of all, it's an incredibly lame generational gimmick. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is the laziest thing that you could ever come up with when it comes to doing something with typings as a gimmick. Why don't you give some Pokemon extra typings, for example? Why don't you change some Pokemon typings like Megas did? The reason why I love Megas so much and why most... Oh wait, you couldn't even see this, hold up. Here, Metagross. Now you also get Step on Earthquake. Sorry, I'm sorry. Forgot to change the scene. So, why don't we get Megas back? Because they wanna sell their games, and for some reason they think that Megas won't sell their game or whatever. Okay, who cares, right? We all know that the new Pokemon games are shit anyways, right? If you wanna argue me, please go ahead. Honestly, like I know some of you really like the new games, and that's absolutely fine. I've already talked to actually just one person talked to me about it, and that was really nice, right? So if you wanna talk to me, please honestly do it in a respecting matter, unlike me. So yeah, obviously they just want to make money, right? And yeah, you can make a cool generational gimmick, and there's probably gonna be like a whole lot of animations and stuff like this, blah blah blah. But I kind of not driving home the point of why this is actually so bad. So let's take Z moves. You can have one move which gets powered up to like 200 base power or whatever, and you can use it to break things. Awesome, right? Actually not, but that's a whole different topic. I don't really like using moves, even though I love Generation 7. Absolutely. Don't really like Z moves. Megas, right? You have one Pokemon. Megas. What should be the golden standard for a generational gimmick? You get one Pokemon on a team which gets broken. Obviously, it's not that fun for competitive. I honestly didn't play competitive with Megas. I only started playing in Gen 8 competitively and started playing Pokemon in Gen 7 Yeah, at all. So Megas, for me personally, the best thing because you take that Pokemon and you change their form and their stats and whatever and make them really, really good. For example, take Mobile, right? Mobile, absolutely trash. Trust me, I have tried it. I have tried my best. It is absolutely trash. Mobile, ass, right? Where's my mobile team? I guess it's on my phone. Yeah, it is. Mobile, ass, right? But Mega Mobile, busted. Unfortunately, megas obviously aren't perfect. There are some megas like Mega Salamence, Mega Garchomp, Mega Metagross, Mega Tita that are just unnecessary. Like, why do you give good Pokemon Mega Evolutions? Give them to bad Pokemon, Game Freak. Next time, please. Okay, thank you, thank you. Right? But there's an easy fix to Megas, just nerf them. And they did in Generation 7. They nerfed the best Megas and now they also nerfed some bad Megas like Mega Glalie, which why would you ever fucking nerf Mega Glalie? I have no idea, but hey, that's fine. And that's fine. Hey, obviously Game Freak does some stupid decisions. I'm not here to argue about that, right? But Megas, just give them back. You don't have to allow them in competitive play. You don't, right? That's fine. Right? So Megas, great thing overall. And then Dynamax, obviously Dynamax, you guys know my opinion on Dynamax. Dynamax completely ruins the game. Pokemon that are already good get even better with Dynamax. Why would you use bad Pokemon? Because they get good with Dynamax. Best example is Thundurus. I absolutely love using Dynamax Thundurus. For example, I got to top 10 on a VGC Showdown ladder with a team that should be. Where is it? I don't have a team apparently in my builder. Oh no, here. This team. Incredibly heat team, obviously. Dynamax Thundurus paired with Coaching, Helping Hand, Blaziken, which can remove opposing Zacian 97% of the time if you hit. Amazing, right? This really turned Thundurus into a completely different Pokemon. I even got my own very like bulky Eevees and stuff, right? So really nice. Also, Excadrill. You can Dynamax this guy, give it a helping hand boost. Even after Intimidate, you can one-shot Mimikyu. You can also activate your own weakness policy with Brick Break, and you can coach it up in order to beat Pokemon like Calyrex Ice, right? Another bad Pokemon that gets really good with Dynamax. Also, you can boost your defense and special defense with Dynamax moves in order to become extremely bulky. Like once I Dynamaxed against Colossal and took 13 strikes from Earthshift Water and thus easily won the game, right? Obviously, I love Dynamax on this team, but what I don't love is when the opponents use fucking Dynamax, bro. Because damn, bro, like everyone is just maxing their like G-Max Blastoise, their G-Max Charizards and whatever, or like their Calyrex Ices, which are insanely broken anyways. Well, Blastoise, no, Blastoise is actually insanely broken even without Dynamax, but well, it's just a witch get richer, right? And there's no real counterplay. Obviously, I do have the eject button, Whimsicott, and also the Dynamax cannon, which can go through Dynamax in order to beat Dynamax, right? But this is not how you should beat Dynamax. You should, like, what the hell is this? Imagine you have a Mega Pokemon and then all of a sudden your Pokemon just unmegas because the opponent used unmega cannon on your Pokemon or whatever, right? Or a move that doubles the power on your Mega Pokemon, for example. Like, what the hell is this? This doesn't even make any sense. I hope you can see this. Oh, yeah, you can see this. Like, this doesn't make any sense at all, does it? No, it doesn't. This is not how you should be Dynamax. So, what people do to be Dynamax is to outstall Dynamax, which is why, if we go again to Pikalytics, I mean, you already know the stats like 70% Incineroar, and then like Zacian and then Rillaboom. You guys know the drill, right? You outstall the Dynamax Pokemon and then you strike, right? So this is why on the high ladder, you only in VGC, at least when I used to play, when I still had fun playing in VGC, you only saw pretty much like balance or bulky offense kind of teams, right? There's no hyper offense on high ladder. This is a lie. At least when I played. Like I was literally the only guy who used hyper offense. I know some people say, "Oh my God, Dynamax is so good for hyper offense." That is absolutely incorrect. I'm sorry, Moxie Boosted, if you see this, but I literally strongly disagree, my guy. I have used so much hyper offense, and let me tell you, you have a bad matchup into balance because you have to play absolutely perfectly. in order to beat balance, because it's so easy to outstall you, your hyper offense, right? It's so easy. It's so much easier to just play defensively in a Dynamax meta game, because Dynamax does not give you the power necessary to break through Pokemon like Incineroar, Rillaboom, whatever. You need external means, not just Dynamax, right? And this is exactly why I hate the new damn gimmick. It does not give you enough power to break through stall. It does simply not do it, right? So let's say I use. Oh wait, what did I do? Wait, no. No, I deleted a Pokemon accidentally. I deleted my Cloyster. So let's say I use Cloyster, right? So how would the gimmick work? I use Cloyster and now I give it a stab boost on Rock Blast, right? Which means I can one-shot Heatran because I get a 50% boost on Rock Blast, which is now stab. I can now one-shot Heatran instead of only doing 70-80%, right? Which means I will be able to kill Heatran, okay? So now what happens? The opponent is gonna send in Clefable, which completely walls me. Uh, isn't that nice? No, it's not, because that means we are forced to run Pokemon like Blissey and Clefable in order to shrug off his strong hits no matter what type they have, right? If you wanna be absolutely consistent, you have to beat your opponents no matter what, right? That's the whole deal with Pokemon. And that means if you don't wanna get overwhelmed by, let's say, a Choice Banded Lucario's E-Suite, which is all of a sudden also Stab, you have to run a really fucking bulky ass Pokemon, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to beat this Lucario. Because what are you supposed to do if you don't wall this damn Lucario? Right? So this is why Stall is gonna be the best playstyle in this generation, in my opinion, or balance, right? You literally have no reason not to run Stall or whatever. Why would you? Why would you lose? Right? I hope I'm wrong, guys. Let me know your opinion, please. Let me know your opinion. Even if it's not in a respectful matter, let me know, but give me reasoning. I really would like to hear your opinion on this. I don't think anyone has talked about this, but I think, like I said, I'm very sure the generation is just gonna be stall. So I hope I'm gonna build my signature Lugia stall team again in VGC. Hope that's gonna happen. Haut rein. Ciao.